Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're watching from. And we are live. We are actually live to have a look with the latest odds on who will be the next Carlisle United head coach. Of course, the Palliser family have been talking this week, and they want to appoint a sporting director, get a sporting director in first, and then appoint a new head coach. Obviously, Paul Simpson's role was a manager. Paul Simpson's role was a manager, so we are now done down the head coach route, and we're going to be having a look at the yes odds. We have got a bit of a massive favourite for the job, for the Carlisle job, but I would just like to say first, mass appreciation to everyone. I appreciate everyone's support on this channel recently. The growth of my channel has been absolutely mental. The growth of my channel's been wild. It's been mental. I think we're over 600 subs now. Yeah, we're over 600 subs now. Which I never thought would happen, to be honest. Because, to be honest, when I first started my channel, I said my target was, if I could get at least 500 subs in a year's time, we're almost at a year's time. 500 subs is an achievement, and we're already over 600 subs. And impossible could be possible before the end of the year. It really could be. But yeah, that was just me thanking everyone for everyone's support. Let's get on with this live stream now, and yes, have a look at the latest odds on who will be the next Carlisle United manager. Do we start at the bottom? Yeah, we'll start at the bottom. We'll start at the unlikely candidates. Got Damon Duff 6-6-1, Nicky Butt 6-6-1. We've got Dean Holden, Mark Burt, Anthony Bowie, James Deffer, all at 50-1. So they're the unlikely candidates. As we go on to the next page, Frank Lampard, David Healy, Jim Floyd Hasselbank, Sid Ronaldo, and Danny Cranes is now dropped down in the odds. And Stephen Motherwell, 50-1s. Mark Hughes, Darry Warwick, Andrew Croft are 40-1. Obviously 1-1. That's the 1-1. Steve Curl. Do you want to put Steve Curl? But nah. Steve Curl's past it now, hasn't he? He's past it now. Steve Curl, Mike Atkinson, Charlie Adam, John O'Shea, all in the 40-1. In terms of the 33-1s, got Stephen Bradley, Scott Lindsay, and Alex Neil. Alex Neil started, so could be likely. Could be a likely candidate, but I think the likely candidates are obviously in the short odds, in my opinion. Simon Weaver, 25-1. They're on with Peter Murphy and Phil Parkinson. The alternate court is 28-1. And we have a look. This is the pairs we all want to look at in terms of who's the favourite and who are just in that tier below the favourites. Got Mark Pritz Wilkinson, former Carlisle, course. He was now managing the Liverpool under 18s, I think it is. I think it's not under 18s or under 21s. I can't remember which one. But he's torturing them. I want to stay away from Carlisle. That's what I want to stay from Carlisle, to be honest with you. Richie Wellens, 16-1. Could be a shout, because he could be on the print of getting sacked at Leyton Orient. And if we're being honest with ourselves, Carlisle got more resources, got more bit of budget than Leyton Orient. And you know what? I'll take him. I'll take Richie Wellens at Carlisle. I would. So he's 16-1. Mickey Mellon 16-1. No chance. No chance I'll take him. I think he's found his level in the National League, in my opinion, Mickey Mellon. Used to be a good manager, but he's not now. Ian Richardson, I think that's a shout for me at 10-1. He's worked with Jordan Jones and Charlie White before, and he has a close bond with Charlie White as well after everything that Charlie White has obviously been through. Ian Richardson just said his eye, didn't he? Ian Richardson said Charlie White's eye, so the bond is there between him and Charlie White. The only issue with that is it will show that he has his favourites, Ian Richardson. And you don't want a manager who has his favourites, with all due respect. But Ian Richardson, definitely one of my options I would go for, just because he knows how to get the best out of Jordan Jones and Charlie White. Darrell Ainsworth done up to 10-1. All these people saying, "No, we don't want." There's actually some Carlisle fans saying we don't want someone with blonde hair as manager. What the fuck are they talking about? Honest to God. Is this what football's came to now? We need to go for someone who's handsome. Who looks handsome. This is what football's come to. I don't care. They're the best man for the job. Darrell Ainsworth, he's up there with Wayne Lowe for me as a dream target. As a dream candidate for me. Who cares that Darrell Ainsworth's got blonde hair? Who cares? Who cares? You're to the job he did at Wickham. You're to the job he did at Wickham. And he is one of my dream candidates. He is one of my candidates I would appoint. They're the best man for the job. Simple. They're the best man for the job. Simple as that. So he's at 10-1. Rob Elliott has kind of dropped down to 8-1. I think that's the right move for him. I think the right move for Rob Elliott would be to stay, as they said for me. Look, I'll take him. I'll definitely take him, but you don't understand the questions about him. Because can he do it at Carlisle? Can he take that step up? We saw Mike Williamson. As much as I rate Mike Williamson, he's under pressure at MK Dons. And let's be real, MK Dons suddenly lost 8-1 to Quarry in the playoffs. Let's be real now. So it's still the worry of that step up for Rob Elliott for me. Can he take that step up? It's worth a punt though. Definitely worth a punt, but he wouldn't be one of my number one targets in my opinion. But we definitely got the budget to obviously pull Rob Elliott out of there. Said Brian Barry Murphy 6-1. The Manchester City under 21s thoughts. Brian Barry Murphy at 6-1. Who is now the third favourite for the job. Again, it's worth a punt. Definitely worth a punt on him. He's got a high ceiling as well as Barry Murphy. He's been at Rochdale. He's obviously been. He has managed Rochdale as well. I think when they were in League One as well, and he kept them up. So in League One, so he's definitely worth a shout. It's playing Barry Murphy, something different ideas as well. But we'll get on to the top two in a minute. Bid up to John Johnson. Wayne Lowe sounds ideal to me, Chris. I would be more than happy if he was appointed. But simple as that. He was always my number one. He was always my number one. I know people are going to say, "Oh, there's no chance Wayne Lowe's going to drop down to Year 2. Why not? Why not? Because I think Wayne Lowe is a type of coach or manager, to me, who wants money, who definitely wants a big budget for me. He wants to be backed. He goes a project as well. Look what he did at Plymouth. Look what he did at Plymouth when Plymouth were in League 2. They were struggling. In League 2. Then he came in, got them promoted to League 1. And we know what's happened to Plymouth since then, after he has left Plymouth as well. He built the foundations. Only issue with Wayne Lowe is, I think he only lasts in the job like 2.5 years. we want someone for the long term, and I think Wanyard can definitely be someone for the long term, definitely. And he's obviously the favourite at the moment for the job at 6-4. Pete Wild at 4-1. I mustn't talk about Pete Wild after Wanyard. But yeah, Wanyard, he plays the same formation as Paul Simpson. But the thing with Wanyard is he will play more positive. He will play more positive football as well. I know it's going to be a frustration that we may stick at 3 at the back, but once we get the right mindset for that, then that's fine. Because it all went stale under Paul Simpson, let's be real. Went all stale. And for me, Wanyard, it'll be unrealistic to some people's eyes, but it's not that unrealistic for me. He is from up north as well. He's in that northern area. He's a stouter as well. He's a stouter. There's a few issues that a few people are saying that he can fall out with players as well. He is a bit of a dinosaur, like a foul-mouthed dinosaur. Who cares? Who cares? If it gets us results, who cares? And I want a mind to like that. I want a mind to step under the players' skin as well. Because Paul Simpson was soft. Paul Simpson was too soft for me. I absolutely loved having John Sheridan as manager. Absolutely loved him. I absolutely loved him. Just a shame that some players fell out with him, and he was sacked because of it, or he left. So Wanyard, for me, that's my choice. That has always been my number one choice for me, along with Dalvin Ainsworth at the top. They are the top two for me. They'll be my top two choices for me. And but yeah, Wanyard, he's the man for me. He's definitely the man to go for. If we get him, it's a statement appointment for year 2. Statement appointment, and it makes others shit themselves already. Because let's be real, our season can still be saved. Because let's be real, it's only 4 games done. It's only 4 games done. 42 year games remaining? 42 year games remaining. We can still easily get promoted this season with the right appointment. With the right appointment for me. People will be like, oh, you're then a bit arrogant by saying that. No, I'm not. I'm not then arrogant. Because I think I said start of the season. If we keep Paul Simpson in the job, I said we're not getting promoted. Simple as that. That's why I was delighted Paul Simpson's done. And hope he made the right appointment as well. So, but that's my thoughts on Wanyard. And my final thoughts is on Pete Wild, who is second favourite, who is definitely the talking point, isn't he, with Carlisle fans, Pete Wild at 4-1. Few Carlisle fans were arguing with each other on Twitter over it. For me, I'm sorry, but I'm in the Carlisle fans camp of I wouldn't mind Pete Wild at Carlisle. I wouldn't. Because let's be real, look at the jobs he did at Halifax and Barrow. People will be like, yeah, but he bottled the playoffs with both of them. Bottled things in the playoffs with both of them. But I'm not being funny. Halifax and Barrow have got no budgets. Pete Wild has never worked with a big budget, has he? He's never worked with a big budget. Imagine him getting backed with a big budget, Pete Wild. Obviously, he's not done to Blackpool now. Steve Bruce is now the Blackpool's new manager, which is quite a screws appointment, isn't it? Quite a bit of a sensible appointment from Blackpool, a stable appointment, and it just leaves Leyton Orient and Carlisle for me for Pete Wild, because I think Leyton Orient they're going to be looking at a new manager soon, in my opinion, because Witty Wellens has not won. Leyton Orient not got up to the season, well at all. So this is what I'm saying, man. There's options out there. there is options out there, quality options, who can get us out of this Yeed and back into Yeed 1, because that's still the aim for me. Obviously, it's no pressing now. Obviously, no expectations now with the new manager, because even if we don't get promoted under the new manager, then you can still say, well, at Yeats, we'll pay Paul Simpson for that. But I don't know. I'll just standards though. I'll just standards, and I still think we can get promoted with the right appointment. And Pete Wild, I don't care that he's ex-Barrow. And this is the funny thing about this. This is the funny thing. The same fans, right? The same Carlisle fans who don't want Pete Wild are the same fans that say it's not a derby. But when the game comes around, they're saying, Cladden White's in the Tonbea derby. And all that. So they do contradict themselves, them fans who don't want Pete Wild. I'll take him, definitely. I'll take him. He can reach over the crowd as well. Yes, we will. Look what Pete Wild does. He does a lot of fist pumps at crowd. We saw that at Barrow and Halifax. They're getting the crowd on his side as well. Carlisle fans don't love that. They don't love that. It's a bit like a Jurgen Klopp type, isn't it? Bit of a Jurgen Klopp type where Pete Wild. Obviously, I'm not comparing Pete Wild to Jurgen Klopp, by the way. But we saw what Klopp did with Liverpool fans with them fist pumps. Already had them on side. It's a controversial appointment, Pete Wild, definitely. It's a controversial appointment, but it's not controversial to me. I couldn't care, yes, who he managed in the past. And I'll give him my 100% backing straight away. And we need fresh tactics. Simple as that. We need fresh tactics. Stay away from Carlisle as well. Stay away from Carlisle because if we don't after an Carlisle manager or Carlisle player or whatever, someone relates to Carlisle, then we're back to square one then. Like we're under Paul Simpson, where it's just going to be stale all of a sudden. We need someone to take us forward, not backwards. Simple as that. We need to stop having sentiment as Carlisle fans as well towards our Carlisle players, Carlisle manager, blah blah blah. I'm not interested. I am not interested. The thing with Paul Simpson is, I said it when the video I did when Paul Simpson announced, left the club. I'm not disrespecting Paul Simpson. I've been heavily critical of Paul Simpson. Maybe through things I've said that I've been over the top about Paul Simpson. But I don't mind Paul Simpson having a statue. I don't. I don't mind that. But the thing is, we needed to move on. Simple as that. So yeah, Wagner. I don't know how many times I have to repeat myself. Wagner, Dalf Ainsworth, they're my top two for me. They're my top two choices. Wagner, my main target. Dalf Ainsworth is obviously, again, a bit like a main target alongside Wagner. So they'll be my top two number one choices. In terms of my alternatives, Pete Wild is definitely one of them, alongside Ian Fitcherson. In terms of my alternatives, and even Richie Wellens as well, I would put him as an alternative as well. So they're definitely three. And in terms of outside shouts, in terms of like Walter Dice appointments, Brian Barry Murphy definitely be one of them. A Walter Dice appointment. and someone from America potentially. Because the Pietech family, I think the Pietech's got someone lined up. I think they got someone lined up, and I think they're looking at. They are talking to Bill Borley from Bournemouth, the Bournemouth owner. They dealt on really well as well. I know I said this in the last video on the Carlisle United, who will be next Carlisle United manager. And that's good. I think that's good that the Pietech family are talking to Bill Borley for football advice. Look what Bournemouth done. They rolled the dice with Iora, and he's doing a good job at Bournemouth, isn't he? He's doing a good job at Bournemouth. So, the Pietechs definitely know someone from the MLS. Definitely know someone from the MLS who would be willing to step down to the EFL or even League Two as well. So, you can't rule that out either. A roll the dice appointment. Look what Newport have done. Newport recently got a new owner. Straight away, rolled the dice with their appointment and went for Nelson Jardim. Nelson Jardim, who was part of the Swansea course and stuff. I was a huge sentence knew him from the Swansea days, but he had no manager experience. Let's be real. Well, not any good manager experience. Anyways, Tom Pietech gave an interview on Radio Cumbria on Tuesday, and he said attacking football is what he wants to see. Fantastic news. It's the best way to get promoted in League Two. Yeah, facts. Exactly. Exactly. And I've always knew with the Pietech family, they weren't going to take it for too long. They weren't going to take Paul Simpson for too long, in my opinion. And that's the thing. I 100% back the Pietech family now. Because the longer they were keeping Paul Simpson on, my faith in the Pietech family in terms of on the pitch was running out. It was running out, but I'm so glad they finally made the decision to do it. And we haven't, because if we would have kept Paul Simpson, this season would have been a waste of time. Complete waste of time. A waste of a season. Bit like League One last season. So he wants attacking football, which is good, and I think that's a positive. That's already saying to me that the appointment is definitely going to be positive. The appointment's definitely positive. Apparently, Ryan Yaw was in attendance midweek for the Carlisle Nottingham Forest game. Apparently, I don't know how true it is, but there were rumours he was in attendance with two other candidates. Rob Page. If we fucking Rob Page, forget about it. Forget about Rob Page, honestly. Forget about it. He's done nothing in EFL football. He's struggled in EFL football. And look at the job he did at Wales. He actually kind of failed, didn't he? Kind of failed at Wales, to be honest with you. So, forget about Rob Page. And the other one was David Thipcroft. David Thipcroft, who's not been, in the job for how many years now? Nah, forget it. But they were the three names that were rumoured to be in attendance for the game midweek. Then it's not involved in the 21s. But has to be Ryan Yaw for me, surely. I've already another option to look out for that I haven't mentioned, that is not mentioned on here, is Stephen Robinson. Stephen Robinson from St Mirren. Again, overachieved with St Mirren. Done a good job there. Wasn't really backed at Morecambe, was he? Let's be real. But he did the best he can at Morecambe. Stephen Robinson as well. Plays attacking football. He does play good football as well. So he was obviously the candidate that's not been mentioned in the odds that we should look out for as well. And yeah, I think I pretty much went through all the candidates, were you? Pretty much went through all the candidates. It should be done. We should get the appointment done after the Bradford game. I don't think I'll be coming back every week to do the Yates odds thing, Yates Nest Minder. Obviously, if there's any news on the Carlisle Minder search, then I'll obviously definitely do a video on it. But yeah, it should be done. The appointment should be done after the Bradford game of the weekend. That's when the appointments will be done for a youth sporting director and a youth head coach. Hopefully, we don't see Craig Abbott. We don't see Craig Abbott at the club anymore. Remove him and get a proper sporting director in. Ryan Yeowood and Doctors were desperately need one, that's for sure. Yeah, exactly. And we should have sacked Paulson in December. Because Mark Bonner was available, who's at Turnham. Steve Cottrell was available as well. So I'll keep on going back to it. We were only 3 points off League One safety going into this year. Start this year. And once we decided to keep him for the January transfer window, I just knew we were done. So, but anyways, I am done either there anyways for the Yates odds. Much appreciation to everyone watching. And then I will say thank you for the 600 subscribers. Been mental since I started this channel in October last year. It's been a mental growth in my channel. And I tell you what, the impossible one here could be on potentially before the end of the year. But yeah, much appreciation to everyone watching. If you watch this on playback, feel free to leave your thoughts down below in the comments. Much appreciation to John in the comments as well, giving his thoughts as always. And yeah, Standards FC, that's what we are as Carlisle fans, Standard FC. And we don't have to rant anymore about Paul Simpson being here, he's done. And it was still nice to see there was a photo of Paul Simpson after he lost his job. He was still smiling, Paul Simpson. By the way, that's what I want to see. I want to see him still smiling. He's still welcome to any game. He's still welcome to all the games. Just honestly not picking the team. And but yeah, it's good to see him. Good to see a photo of him still smiling. I think he was going out for one, I think. And but yeah. Anyways, I will leave it there. If anyone wants to ask this in paper, feel free to leave your thoughts down below on who you want next Carlisle Minder. And yeah, take care, stay safe, see you later, and have the best of the day, everyone. And yes, and the appointments should be made next week for the youth sport director and the next Carlisle head coach. So take care, stay safe, and see you later.